Hello, my name is Dima Rodenko. I'm the founder of SaaS Founders Community, and I help founders of software development companies to create a consistent flow of sales opportunities using LinkedIn and different other services and tools. So I was asked how to find the startups that already have budgets, that are already funded, and how to find startups that are funded and that are looking for software development services. First, I would like to mention that if the startup is funded, if the startup has investments, they have been funded already, it means that they have a strong need in the further development. Why? Because investors gave them money for a certain business idea, and this idea was proved, let's say, on a small amount of potential clients. It means that it works, but technically, if you let's say multiply the number of customers 10 times or 100 times, it means that this software, this solution that was prepared, that was good for startup, that was good for a beginning, it is not okay for a, let's say, for the stable workflow, for the stable productive stage, right? Because it will start glitching, it will not work properly, and all your clients that you spend a lot of money to attract, they will leave you. So that's why you have to spend, the startup have to spend some money on create a nice, smooth, well-processed application that will satisfy their potential clients and that will support their growth. So that's why on this stage, the founders of startup, they have the money, they have the business idea, and they need to rework their IT solution. What are the options? Option number one, to hire people in-house, which is okay, but it takes a lot of time and a lot of money to pay salaries, benefits, taxes, etc. Another option is to find a freelancer or a group of freelancers that will try to give you some support or rework some part of your job. Well, you know, the freelancers are not usually, sometimes they're good professionals in a very narrow niche. So you don't, usually it's not possible to find a really good freelancer that will help you to grow your business and to fulfill all your IT tasks. Actually, you need a team. So that's why freelancer is like, you know, it's just to put a hand on the hole, just to close the gap. But if you want to rework your solution, you need a team. How could you find a team? Of course, you should look for software development companies. So, and if we are a software development company, now it's a good time to come for a founder of startups that are at a certain stage and tell them, okay, guys, we know that you are here at a certain stage. We think that our experience in IT can be beneficial for you because we have experience working with the teams like you are now. And we have really good results with the teams like yours. And here are the proofs. So why don't we have a small talk to see if we can benefit from, let's say, our common cooperation, like our common work, right? But the question is, how could I, for example, as a founder of a software development company, find these startups? And here the technology comes to help us. So now I will share the tool that I use for such purposes. So now I'll demonstrate my screen. So this is the Crunchbase. Crunchbase is famous to be an ecosystem for the startups, investors, and different startup-related schools, hubs, etc. So my goal is to find here the people who are the founders who have founded a startup with a certain amount of money, starting, for example, $100,000 to $1.5 million, right? So here we have 90,000 of results, which is okay. But to understand that the money are not eternal, so they are like a fluid. So that's why we need to work with the people who have this money already in their own hands. So last funding date should be, for example, there should be something like a year, right? So for the not all the history. So here are the 12,000. That's great. So then here there are two options. One option, we can go to them We can ask him in the LinkedIn. There are different people. We can, let's say, narrow down our search with a certain location, with a certain type of activities, with certain regions, and etc. We have a lot of things. So we have a lot of criteria to narrow down, and we can start communicating with these people already. It can give you a really good results. But there is another option that will help us to identify if they are ready, if they are looking for a software development services. For example, what I mean here, when we're looking for certain data or for certain solutions via web, we go to the Google and we input certain texts. So our texts, these texts or these queries, they are kept on our computer, on Google, of course, and in the computers of in the servers of our internet provider. So there are certain companies like Bombora that buy out these data, indicating the IP and the search. And after that, they try to find out, does this IP belong to a certain company, to a certain organization? And if they have this match, they sell it as a service. And of course, they provided Crunchbase with some portion of this data that are like a startup related, right? So we can look for startups that are looking for software development services and have money right now for that, have budget for that. So here, there are certain categories to look for. For example, it can be business software, or it can be software development. Just a second, software development. It can be cloud. It can be development operations, right? It can be data, okay, IT management. Well, it can be the case. Product development, maybe no. Web technology, well, it's fine, yeah. So we have, and now we have 700 of people who have the budgets. The budgets are with them in their pockets, and who have expressed some interest in development services. So now we have 700 of people we can contact, and we can work together. We can come to them and say, okay, guys, we're here. We have the right experience. We're in the right time. So let's talk together and try to find out the common points, right? That's the way it works. So if you want to find these people, you need first understand who are your best clients, number one. Then after that, you need to use some databases to find out who are these people, where can you find them? And LinkedIn is a really good place to find these people, right? Then after that, you have to optimize your profile in LinkedIn for these people to see that you are really a good match. And also, you should create a sequence of messages to create and develop these trustful relations among you and your potential client. That's the way it works. So if you want to use this technology, if you want to use this approach to grow your business, to get to the really big clients, so that's why I suggest you to fill in the form below, where you can describe your business, how it works right now, how it works right now. Also, please describe your goals, where you want to go, and what are, let's say, where you want to be in the next year. So fill in this form, then choose the time for an appointment with our lead gen team. So these people will help you to create a strategy how to get to this point. After that, you can do it yourself without us. It's up to you. Or you can do it with us if you want to do it. And if you are a developer and you're concentrating in your field, we are good in lead generation, so we can do it in our field with a certain financial guarantee of the results. So if it is your case, fill in the form, book the time, and get the next step for your growing business, and see how you can benefit from using of different technologies that are operating right now in the marketing world. So I would like to wish you a really good success, because you're in your company worth it. So see you soon.